right, welcome to the couch, ladies and gentlemen. This is our second episode. We finally here. We got past the first episode. We finally here for the second.
That's a fact.
To the left of me, we got Ravy Baby.
Ravy.
Hey guys.
How's everything?
Everything's good.
That's good. All right. Straight across from me, we got Mr. Oso.
Mr. Oso, baby.
Close to Oso, we got Mr. December.
December, definitely. And
Make it cold in the summer.
that's a fact. I'm ready to go too.
Let's go.
I got a lot on my mind.
Let's go.
That's what's up. Then we're going to let Mr. December start this one off.
Okay, was Gucci being nostalgic or throwing shade in his IG post about the Migos?
So this is basically speaking about the fake chains thing, right? That you were telling me about.
I don't think it was so much the fake chains. I think it's that they came in with chains that was like light chains.
They were
had
fake.
Chains. It could have been.
They were fake.
Oh, wait,
They
It
were.
was costume jewelry.
Yeah, say if they was fake,
Okay.
right? But this been going on in the industry forever. A lot of people just don't document it.
Didn't Moneybag Yo just come out and was like, yo, I had to fake it till I made it?
That's a fact.
He's like, yo, I started off rocking the fake
That's
jewelry.
a fact too.
Now everything is real.
And do you remember when I don't know if you guys remember this Power 105
Yeah.
when Ray J and Fabulous got into an altercation on
Yeah,
the radio?
yeah,
And he's like,
yeah.
yo, I'll let you drop my top. You have
Yeah,
my
exactly.
Ferraris and
Fabulous
Lamborghinis out in LA.
Fabulous borrowed his cars for his video.
Yeah, for his video.
Yeah,
so this
exactly.
been
I remember
going
that.
on for a while. And
Yeah.
it's just that Gucci Man came out on IG and like blasting them on it.
All right,
I don't think it's more of a blast. I mean, I don't know.
If you bring it up like, let's say like 8 years later,
Yeah, exactly.
That's
8
kinda
years
like-
later, like,
like
just-
a blast, like yo, I lent you my thumb. You rocking it, you know? You
man,
rocking
son,
the video.
lent you the thumb.
I'm just saying, like,
Hey, yo.
if you
Shit
go
happens.
at it like that.
Shit
I
happens.
mean,
I mean, but
It was a little perla. you
It's
know?
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, okay, devil's advocate. Devil's
right.
advocate.
Okay, go ahead.
Could it be looked at like he was just trying to be the big homie, showing like
course.
how he, looked out for them, and it could be like, look at them
That's a
now.
fact.
He don't really like they don't need that, but he and. To me, it also be like, oh look what I did,
That's a fact.
for the little homies.
Because if you seen
He
the
just-
video, this was Gucci when he was fat.
Right.
It wasn't like he was skinny Gucci when he transformed.
wait a minute. What the
So-
hell does it
Because
do
because
anything?
because when he was
Okay.
fat Gucci, he was in that space. If you know Gucci now, he's not in that space no more. He's in a whole different space.
Yeah,
Right,
I
right.
mean,
He's
I
the whole
don't think.
different
I
space.
don't think.
Okay,
It, I mean,
okay.
I don't want to say I don't think, but it could also be looked at like that. I will say. And not Takeoff. Quavo and Offset, they didn't respond, but what's his name?
Takeoff did, right?
He responded, and he talked about he blasted. He could have just not said anything and just let Gucci have his little shine, just like them, because it's like, yeah, if you blessed, you got his money, just forget about it.
That's
Don't
a
respond.
fact. I don't know. I don't understand why Gucci actually did it. That's why when Migos came up and said, "Oh, that's cap." All those chains was mine when I was on the video. But at the same time, I kind of believe Gucci more than I could believe Migos in a sense.
I mean, but it's, I don't.
Can I go
Go ahead.
something quick? But let's go back to the Fabulous and the Ray J shit, right? But when you all start out though, that's what you do. Like, it's kind of customary that people kind of like borrow the whole thing. It's like you borrow from your other artists.
Right.
Like, look,
Let
come
them-
on,
let them
Memphis
shine.
Bleak borrowed from Jay-Z. We know these things.
But
These
you
are facts.
said artists. That Gucci and Migos, it's not like Gucci ushered them into the game. It wasn't like that was his artist. Like
He
Ray
was
J
just
and
looking
Fabulous,
out.
they didn't have any connections besides.
Man, listen, it's
Separate
called a
artists.
lookout. You look out for your homies. Y'all,
That's all I'm
all
trying to
in the
get
game.
at.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
it, y'all.
That's,
You
so
know?
that's,
Facts.
so that's
Artists,
exactly
right.
what I'm
Right.
saying. He
Right.
was just
You
showing
look
how
out.
he
Yeah,
was
exactly.
looking. That's exactly like he was
Again,
just showing how
Tay.
he was being a
Matter
big
of fact,
homie.
I got one more for you.
Real quick,
What
because we
about
about to wrap
this
this one up.
Real quick. What about when that whole Cash Money and Gilly the Chain thing happened? Gilly the Kid happened. What the Gilly Kid said when Wayne started popping? Who was he wearing? Who chains was he wearing in the videos?
See, I don't even remember that.
He was wearing Gilly the Kid's chains in his
Okay.
videos before he was even popping. That's just my
always-
last.
So this
point.
always been going on.
Yeah, that's just my point. It's always been there.
So what we gonna do? We agree this is just
I'ma
big
say-
homie
I'ma
looking
say-
out for little homie,
I'm gonna say.
or it was disrespectful.
I
I
go
think
with
it said.
option A.
I think it said big homie looking out for little homie.
I want to say I'm 50-50 because even though I want to say like it could look like that, but then it's like Gucci, he do a lot of showboating, so it could also look like he's trying to, show off a little bit, like, oh, look what I used to do.
Kind of like trying to shit on him.
Yeah. So actually, how I looked at it initially was he was just showing how he used to do for the little homies. That's how I initially looked at it.
Hey.
So
All
that's
right.
where I
That's
guess
a fair
that's where
point.
I'll go.
Everybody's
Good point.
opinion.
Hey, listen, all I gotta
We just
know is
gonna
that Young Draco bought everybody out.
We're going to agree to we're going to agree to disagree.
Wait, Drake.
We're going to agree to disagree.
Yo,
All right.
Draco bought everybody out.
That's a
All right.
fact.
All right, we back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Is gentrification about rebuilding the hood or killing the hood?
Okay, so it says it says gentrification, the process of renovating and improving a house or district so that it conforms to middle class taste. Okay, no. Let me give it to you in another way. I will say it's the government comes into lower class areas and they come renovate it, meaning they change it and they make it, of course, they make it look nice to where now it's other, I'll say other people are able and they feel safe to come into the area, whereas it wasn't that safe before, but they make it safer, and then sooner or later they are able to push us out and make it more for them, and then we have nothing basically. So that's a little bit of how I feel, but we're gonna get different definitions, or maybe the same. Also, what you think?
Also, we'll say this. It's definitely the same situation that is absolutely stated by you. I moved into Far Rockaway based off of the same situation that you created. I lived in a neighborhood where basically the block that I lived on was basically a bad block in a bad neighborhood. So now what they did was build low income housing. You can buy your own house for the first time, and now these houses are affordable, and they designated my block to be only people who work for the city. So everybody on my block were either a police officer or a teacher or something from the MTA. They had city jobs. So gentrification is actually real. They're designating areas. They're putting us in places to take over neighborhoods that they considered to be downed. So now they want to recreate them by putting you with citizens that you will feel comfortable with to move there. So now they're telling you, well, look, this house might cost $350,000 on the market, but since this is a block of city workers, it's going to be $150,000. So gentrification is real. Just believe that.
December?
That's a fact. I mean, I agree with what Baby said and what Oso said. I also think it's kind of bad. Well, it's kind of bad and good. I will go for the bad first. The bad is because that community that once was yours isn't anymore.
Right.
That
Absolutely.
bodega where you could
Right.
get a turkey and cheese for $4.50, you can't get that no more. It's a gourmet deli. A mixed fruit box is $8. So that mama pop store that sold furniture, that's like an art gallery now. So they changing the community. So you can't say that's your community anymore. It's more like, oh, it's their community. It once was mine, but now it isn't. So it's like, and at the same time, they're building like luxury apartments, which is low income, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
But if it's 250 units, 50 only go to us. So we really don't get a fair share on our community anymore. We actually are getting pushed out completely. So the Whole Foods and the Trader Joe's is not building our communities, it's building their communities.
Can I build off your whole?
Yeah, absolutely.
Your whole thing right there is that people that I know that's now further down in the avenues of the buildings and stuff like that. What they're doing now is because of the blocks like mine that are being created. They're taking the projects and they're now actually upgrading those too.
Right.
And now they take it to them to a point where now we're, let's just say something stupid, but it's actually true. The swings didn't work. There wasn't outdoor activities for kids and stuff like that. Now they actually are. So now they're pushing up the profit of those living spaces, and now they're taking the city income for the funding for everybody who's receiving assistance and pushing them out, because now they're making the rent unaffordable for them to live there
Right.
and to further proceed to live there now, because they just took the whole neighborhood and upgraded it and made it look different.
Correct.
So now they can't afford to live there no more. So now where you pushing the people at now that can't afford to live there? So now you're creating further problems with the city of the people that need assistance. You know what I'm saying? That
I mean, I'll say, I mean, I went to Howard University, and I'm not gonna say how long ago, but I will say, it is so gentrified right now. It's so crazy. It would be.
So the same thing is happening in other areas
Oh
as well.
my goodness, it's so gentrified right now. It was even on the news how people, they'll be coming and walk their dogs on the yard, you know, on the campus. Like, we never had that. It was like, you would never see, you know, people walking their dogs and you know, walking their dogs, you know, on campus, or even just they felt safe to be around. You know, you would never see them. Like,
It's
it
like
would be-
that? Wow.
It was so, you know, I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but
No.
you know, we had a Popeyes, but we had to walk to the Popeyes. We had a Chinese food store, but now they have so many restaurants. It's so,
But is
and
it
it's
re-
so nice, and I'm so jealous. Like, what? I wish we had this when I was there. I felt like we would always have to walk in packs. They would tell us to like walk in packs, like walk within like 2 to 3 people after a certain amount of time.
For your
you
safety,
know? Yeah,
right?
for your safety. Now,
Okay.
you know, like now you can. It's safe. If you know, and it's like crazy for me to see the drastic change from when I was there to now. Amazing, and I'm happy like the kids have it now, but. Man.
I
Was it
mean,
slapped in the middle of the hood like they really said it was?
Yeah, we are. We are. We are.
Like, let's be.
But it
let's-
don't feel like that
Let's
now.
be real. Look at Sufton Boulevard right now. Look at Sufton Boulevard right now. They're building a motel there.
Travel into Far Rockaway.
Right there, right by the Long
All
Island
the hotels
Railroad.
done moved
It's nice.
Exactly.
from Springfield Gardens all
Come
the
on,
way
man.
into
Listen,
Far Rockaway.
listen, man. When I was in my 20s, what was Sufton Boulevard? Had strip clubs all up and down it.
So, them things
Right
don't
now,
even exist
it's
anymore.
strip clubs there. Now you talking about motels, Applebee's, movie theaters. Come
Boston
on.
markets.
Exactly. What are you seeing different? They took it
They got
over.
the Chipotle. You know it's where we got a Chipotle.
I mean,
Super lit now.
exactly.
lit.
Everything,
Panda Express.
everything done changed over.
That's a fact.
Everything don't look
Yeah,
the
it's
same no
crazy.
more as it is.
It
Everything
don't.
that we lived at, where we came
I
from,
was
don't look the same.
I was just saying earlier, like what? It's gonna be a whole different. In about a couple years, the avenue is gonna look totally different. Totally different. In about 3 or 4 years, the avenue,
yeah, that's true.
as
That
we
is
know it, is gonna be safe.
You coming home from a 20-year
You gonna
big,
feel safe
you ain't gonna
to God
recognize
there.
Exactly.
anything.
You see how they moving
It's-
the vans? Like you see how they doing the vans? They moving it like they moving people. You can't even catch a van right there off, in front of the when you get off the train anymore. Like they moving them down. It's yeah.
Especially if you got waterfront property. You got waterfront property, as you alluded to.
Oh, my
in Far
goodness.
Rockaway, you got waterfront property. It's taking over. You out of here.
Yeah.
That's
First
big
of all,
money.
during Hurricane Sandy, they wasn't even touched.
Exactly.
The way they designed that whole property structure, those people were good.
Yeah.
That Stop and Shop was open. They
Well,
worked.
Gentrification is something to be for all of us to be aware
Oh, Far
about.
Rockaway.
That's
a fact.
Yeah, when I
That's
went
a
in that
fact.
little
Exactly.
town with the Chase and everything, I was like, "Woo, it's nice out here.
Exactly.
Pretty."
And you know what? The
It's
whole
safe.
and everything that you just said, they were never affected by the storm. Private generators, everything. They ain't never had a problem.
Wow.
Well, we're gonna close this one out.
Yeah.
You know, I guess we just got to be aware of our surroundings.
You gotta
what's
be
going
aware
on.
what's going
Definitely
on.
aware of your surroundings.
Support one another.
They they got a little ways to get from Jamaica Avenue to get back here, so we got another like 20 years.
Yeah, we got some time.
Well, this will be the second,
Maybe
the second
10.
episode, and this will be the closing of the couch. Thank y'all for viewing. Thank y'all for subscribing. Please click that notification button so you can stay updated
Definitely.
with what's going on.
So December,
Peace
baby,
out.
baby,
Baby,
Doc
baby.
Vision.
It's
Let's
Raven,
go.
baby.
Doc's Vision.